All right, how are y'all doing? I got these on right. I can never get these like to fit right on my ears. All right, got it. Just having a nice little morning, a slow morning. Isn't that cute? Happy Sunday. Isn't this adorable? I love this room. This is so cute. That was fun. These are some of my crochet projects on the walls here. Isn't that adorable? I just love. Anyways, I wanted to do a quick update. Do I have to show a little bit of my eyes first? Just a little bit. I'm doing a quick update on my vaccine injury and what happened, what it was like and what it's like now. I know a lot of people think that because they'll see me going to the pot shop to pick up my oil, think that I just went with marijuana and that's what cured me. That was a very important part and a great alternative to pain. And I highly recommend advocating for what I take, uh, being covered by OHIP, right? Because I think it's a really good idea. And I know that a lot of the stuff that we take right now is not filtered by our bodies, right? There was a study done by David Suzuki years ago about how women taking a birth control pill wasn't filtered by our bodies and was going right into right into the water supply and altering a species of fish. Um, Hormones are a funny thing because I take hormones right now, so I don't know how that's affecting people right now. Um, but as far as my vaccine injury update goes, okay, so when I was at the height of my vaccine injury, I guess, maybe getting a little bit better, I joined LA Fitness. I think I got some kind of deal. I don't know. It's probably just to study my downfall. And yeah, it is. It's kind of crazy when there's kind of these sick hazing rituals going on, and they're very political, right? But I did have women approach me. Some were nurses, some were pastors, some were Russian, some were Trinidadian, and they talked a lot to me about natural home remedies. Okay, so what I ended up doing was doing a lot of natural home remedies, which was incorporated drinking a lot of black tea, adding cayenne pepper, turmeric, ginger, onions, garlic, raw cooked brown rice, plantain. I had lots of potatoes. I had lots of vegetables, lots of soups. Yesterday I had more yerba mate, and I did actually drink a lot of yerba mate. Ironically, I got from the food bank. I mixed that with some cayenne pepper, sea salt when it was hot. I made sure it was really super strong because it's also a bioaccumulator. And I would chill it and then add some lime juice to it and drink it with some stevia. Really tasty. So I had some things that were like tannins, antioxidants, blueberries. When I do eat meat, sometimes I have meat from the food bank or from the soup kitchen. Sometimes I'll buy a hamburger. I try not to eat too much meat because I am trying to be a little bit more compassionate with my diet. I try to omit dairy completely as much as I can. I can't always avoid it, but I try. I do eat eggs. But when I can have like a meat stick, like a dried meat stick that doesn't have any nitrates in it, like avoiding nitrates, avoiding heavily saturated fats, it's really good. I had a piece of pemmican about a day or 2 days ago, and it was really, really tasty. It had blueberries in it. I didn't think I was gonna like it, but I loved it. No saturated fat, right? So I had some really, really good good orderly direction in what I was eating, what I was consuming, and then I had some options too. Having options is really important. We talk about how if you eat North American, you're going to get North American diseases. Okay, that's true to an extent. We don't talk about pre-colonization indigenous plants a lot when we're talking about that, and we're talking about North American diseases. We're not talking about pre-assimilation. Okay, so a lot of people had to stay quiet while keeping certain plant species alive, and I'm glad they did it, right? Whether it was echinacea, whether it was any of these things that I just kind of mentioned, eating or consuming. I also added a lot of kombucha. When I wanted to drink, I don't know if you can see my kombucha there, by my coffee. I gotta let go of my Starbucks this week and start eating clean because I eat way too much fucking salad dressing and way too much. That stuff is like salad dressing. Salad dressing is like creamer. You know, it's all the same stuff, right? Um, to our bodies, anyways, but it doesn't taste the same going down. It's so tasty. But yeah, like mixing up the bacteria, right? So I know that when I was in my online group in AA, they were like, don't have it, even if it has a small amount, like trace amounts of alcohol, don't drink it, which is like 0.01%, right? Like it's like de-alcoholized, you know. But I mainly drink it because it's fermented, and I wanted the healthy bacteria. So I drink a lot of that, like a lot, but it's been really, really helpful. Okay. So I'm not drinking alcohol per se, going to the liquor store and drinking. I'm not smoking weed. You know, I'm taking oil, but I know for a lot of people, my lifestyle is like, yeah, I don't know about that. But, you know, is it healthy? Has it helped me? Yeah, it's helped me a lot. And I'm really grateful for it. Um, I don't really have much more to say. You know, as far as like bed bugs goes, you know, I did a heat treatment yesterday. I didn't think it was going to work. I came home, it was fine. I have to go pick up a hair dryer today because I'm going to do a spot treatment on top of the steaming, on top of turning the heat on the peak period. You know, it kills everything. I talked to a specialist, and he gave me some tips and tricks, and it seems to be working. So that's cool. And yeah, you know, it's just that was an interesting journey. I feel like I was really, really lucky to have the time and space and the options available to me to do the things that I just did and go through the journey I just went through. So that's my story. I'm sticking to it. I don't know how good this video is, but it is my quick update, you know, and I do it for me, you know, but if it helps anyone else out there who's struggling, cool. And with that, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it.